The Great Falls Daily Connection has a data center update. How about the 10th Street Bridge? Is it open? The Great Falls Green Energy News and events throughout the week, like the Ladies' Night Out downtown Great Falls, Becoming Little Shell, and the Snowball. If you live in Great Falls, Montana, or if you just want to visit, welcome to the Great Falls Daily Connection with your host, Steve Keller. And my job is to make sure you're connected with all the events in Great Falls. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. It's Mickey Mouse Day, so if you feel a little goofy, that's the reason why. It's National Princess Day. Now, every little girl dreams of becoming a princess, but very few end up marrying a prince, and even fewer renounce their princess title and move to LA to make podcasts. Just something to think about. And it's Underwater Hockey World Day, so underwater hockey is something we do in Montana if you can't wait for the pond to freeze over and you have no fishing pole. So here's what's going on with the weather for today. This is amazing. High temperatures throughout the weekend all over Montana. Look at that. Here in Great Falls, well, there's an overview of our temperatures in Havre, in Helena, Lewistown, Bozeman. But Thanksgiving travel alert, here's what we know. The system has the potential on that cold and snow front to bring the first significant lower elevation snow. So make sure we stock up on emergency supplies for home and vehicle, winterize our home and vehicle, and check smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. All right, so we do have some special weather statement over here. Cutbank and Havre and Harlem, but that's nothing to worry about here in Great Falls. Look at our forecast. High of 57 for Tuesday, low tonight 29. Tomorrow 45, mostly sunny. Mid-20s Wednesday and Thursday 53 and sunshine. Friday 55, more sunshine. More sunshine for Saturday. What about the next weekend? We do have a slight chance of rain. And Monday, a mostly cloudy day with a high of 48 degrees. Well, that's what we have going on. Thank you for being here, by the way. Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio in the 2J's Complex has their schedule updated Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They have noontime yoga and weights. That's the sculpting class. Tuesday and Thursday is the 6 a.m. Wake Up and Flow class. And you can see the whole schedule and get into yoga, especially if you'd like to get into it, you don't feel like you can because you don't have the flexibility. That's the time to start yoga. It's Harmony in the Falls Yoga in the 2J's Complex. The studio is right there, 105 Smelter Avenue Northeast, Suite 116, Harmony in the Falls Yoga.com. Great Falls Daily Connection local news for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Here's what's going on all over. Big moves for green energy here in Great Falls. Montana Renewables is expanding its sustainable aviation fuel production through its Max-SAF project. The company has applied for a new air quality permit to support the increase. And the sustainable fuel is a game changer, potentially, cutting life cycle greenhouse gases emissions by more than 50% compared to traditional jet fuel. That's going on in Great Falls. Great news for hikers and bikers off the River's Edge Trail. The historic 10th Street Bridge is officially open again. The construction fences have come down, restoring the access to the popular crossing. Heads up, though, maintenance crews are still working on the section behind the refinery, so that stretch of the trail remains closed for now. Mixed news on the data center front for Montana. TAC Data Centers has dropped its plan to lease land here in Great Falls, a move that's praised by conservationists worried about the water usage. But other projects are charging ahead. In Hardin, the Beowulf Data Hub plans to expand. The Sabby Data Centers continues to pursue its site in Butte. Supporters say these projects bring jobs and tax revenue to rural areas. Critics warn they could drain water resources and hike residential power bills. The Public Service Commission plans to review data center impacts later this year or early next. Great Falls Daily Connection events for today, November 18th, 2025. Now, we're going to start with a couple things here. Civic news. The Great Falls City Commission work session starts at 5:30 in the Gibson Room, and the City Commission meeting that everybody's invited to starting at 7 o'clock in the Commission chambers. Also, Singo, they've been doing this for a while over there at Annie's Tap House, 112 Central Avenue. That's coming up tonight at 6:30. Great Falls Daily Connection events for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. We have our Park Place Healthcare's ribbon cutting. That'll be open. It's opening Montana's first ventilator and tracheotomy unit. Didn't even know we had one. Park Place is a Medicare and Medicaid certified skilled nursing facility, so congratulations to them. Also, the Great Falls Ski and Board Club is having their big to-do at 6 p.m. at the Great Falls Elks Lodge. It's pasta cook-off time, and you can join them for a monthly membership and bring your best pasta dish. And the winner will receive a free voucher to Showdown. Pretty cool deal. Well, Thursday is the ladies' night out downtown Great Falls, and one of the biggest shopping nights of the year. It's hosted by the Downtown Great Falls Association. Retailers are open late with specials and promotions from 5 till 8. Now, over at the Great Falls Public Library, Becoming Little Shell is a book by Chris Latray. It's a landless Indian's journey home. And Chris Latray is a Métis storyteller, an enrolled member of the Little Shell tribe of Chippewa Indians, and a descendant of the Pembina Band of the mighty Red River of the North. You'll see him coming up Thursday at the Great Falls Public Library at 6. Friday night, our youth chamber music program, the fall concert, going on, and it's absolutely free. And this will be going on, it doesn't say where. The concert sponsors Marshall Orthodontics. I know where it is, but it doesn't say right here. It seems like I assumed I would know where it is, but we'll figure that out. If you're really interested, you can look it up. Holiday happenings at Montana ExpoPark is coming up this weekend. Saturday 10 till 5 and Sunday from 10 till 3. And it's all handmade or vintage, jam-packed into the Four Seasons Arena. The Snowball is at the Great Falls Elks Lodge, and that's 4 hours long. The Great Falls Ski and Board Club putting that on. And then Sunday, November 23rd, at 7 p.m., it's the Great Falls Municipal Band presenting movie, music, and more under the direction of Dennis Grandley at the New Hope Lutheran Church at 3125 5th Avenue South, Great Falls. So that's a look at what's going on for today through this whole weekend. And now, here we are with the Great Falls Daily Connection rest of the news. Stories that you may have missed that you can talk to your neighbor friends about. Lab-grown milk is coming to store shelves near me. And, I've already got lab-grown milk in my fridge. It's in there. I'm not going to show it to you. Well, there's a new survey that shows that more and more dogs are being diagnosed with autism. My question is, who's feeding pregnant dogs Tylenol? And finally, camps are charging as much as $8,000 to frazzled parents in California. And they're sending their kids to digital detox camps to help rein in their kids' use of technology. So while they're gone, the parents can just go ahead and play on their phone and pay that $8,000 using Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App. Our Daily Connection thought of the day. It comes from Albert Einstein. I picked this one, who said, "Strive not to be a success, but rather to be a value." And it hits home for me. I've known people who've had everything, and they're spiritually empty, right? And then I've met neighbors with very little, and sometimes I've been that neighbor. They've been the kindest hearts I've ever known. So real value isn't about what you have, it's about what you are to the people around you. It's about that helping hand, even just a genuine smile to a stranger. So today, don't worry about the scoreboard. Ask yourself, how can I brighten someone's world right now? Because that's the only success that matters. Have a great day. That's it for today's Great Falls Daily Connection. If you like this show, spread the word. Like this. Follow us. Hit the little bell. Hit subscribe and tell a friend. Because anybody who lives in Great Falls can benefit from this show. Brought to you by Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio and Keller Talent Productions. That's me. And I'm available for your DJ, for your wedding, for your event, for whatever you got going on. And I'm kind of busy these days, and I've got some things going on with some more Thursdays going at the Stadium Sports Bar. I'll be with the Castle Reefers, so I'll see you there Thursday. And until now and then, hey, if I don't see ya, I'll see ya. Have a good one. And that's it for the Great Falls Daily Connection with Steve Keller. It's my own show, and if you hear the whimpering in the background, that is my dog Ellie because the door is closed, and she can't get to me to give me hugs.